All right, hey y'all. It's the birthday boy coming at you. Yep, today's my birthday. Starting my 63rd turnaround. Or is it the 61st? 64th. Because you know, when you're born, that's your first turn. And then you become one, that's actually your second one, right? Even though you're only 1 year old. So maybe we've had it backwards all this time. But anyway, today was my 63rd birthday. Yep, OG from 1962. I don't mind, because you can do the math. Anyway, on my walk, did a little introspective today. So this morning, a housemate allowed me to borrow the vehicle for my birthday to go to a chamber event, which is morning mix for new members of the Carolinas LGBT Chamber of Commerce. So the last two, I missed them. So I went today. First, they changed the venue, and it was in Ballantyne. If you're not understanding about Charlotte or familiar of Charlotte, just wait. So I took him to work, and then started driving down to it. Now, when I was approaching 85, hang on, there is a siren coming. Y'all can hear it. Stop. Y'all are supposed to stop. No, stop. Y'all are supposed to damn stop. All right. I don't know why people, if you hear a damn siren, stop. Or at least start looking for it. It's an emergency. Anyway. Anyway, people are dumb. I'm just saying that. People are just dumb. Or selfish. Anyway. So we were talking, there were about 13 people there. And so we were introducing ourselves and things like that. And I was listening to all of them about their background, companies and jobs and things like that. For about 3 seconds, I shamed myself. I shamed myself. See, I'm a pedestrian. I'm walking across. If you see a pedestrian and they're walking across the street, hit your brakes. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, back to the story. So I shamed myself. Because, you know, I've spent all this money for classes, supplies, to become a commissioned notary. Created an LLC for my company, and then I made mistakes. I'm in a mentorship for training and education and things like that. Not just for notary, but also fingerprinting, drone services, field inspections, apostilles services, and a few other things. And I overwhelmed myself because, hi, It's okay. You can go back. So, one of the protectors of the neighborhood was running up on me. Little puppy. Protecting the domain. So, anyway, back to the story again. So anyway, all of that. The problem is, I had to retire to get my Social Security benefits last year so that I could get money. Because if I hadn't done that, I'd have been out in the air because I lost my job. So I decided a couple of weeks ago to pump the brakes and just focus on a couple of things. Which I'm trying to do. But of course, I can't just use all of my Social Security benefits for my company because I got bills to pay. The mentorship bill, the resident agent bill. I got to get E&O insurance. I got to get business insurance, professional liability insurance, and I'm probably going to have to be bonded once I start the fingerprinting stuff. So it's a lot. The reason I haven't done that, and maybe I chose the wrong company type, is because I'm not mobile. I don't have a car. But I'm trying to get a car. So I think what I'm going to try to do, because all of 2024, once I came back to Charlotte, I was applying for jobs. I couldn't even get a part-time job. The part-time job I'm talking about came from Beacon Hill staffing. Do you know what I had to do? I had to do a spelling test and a comprehension test, like reading paragraphs and answering questions about what the paragraph meant. And you know what the job was? Reading some things and helping someone over the phone about that. And it was just going to be 4 hours a week. And I told him, that's good because I'm focusing on my company. And then after that, crickets. So what I'm trying to do is to use my commission to see if I can get a job for titles. Whether it's the DMV. Lord knows the DMV needs people, but they ain't got no money, which is why they're understaffed. Or part-time job with a dealership to process the sale titles, the trade-in titles, and all of that. That way I can get experience on titles and some money. Part-time job will be good, so that way I don't have to worry about losing any of my Social Security benefits. But I have to make sure that I can still keep my insurance. But hell, even that may not happen because of the House bill and everything. If that goes through, the House and the Senate, and then the president signs it, I may be one of 300,000 people in North Carolina who may lose their insurance because of Medicaid expansion. Why am I on Medicaid? I'm glad you asked. Again, at the time, I was 62, no job, on Social Security because I was 62 and used early retirement. I tried to get insurance through the Affordable Care Act, and they said my Social Security benefits were not enough to even be eligible for the ACA, and they referred me back to North Carolina Medicaid, and when I talked to them, I was automatically enrolled. Yes. Now here's the thing. Now that I'm enrolled, now that I have my Social Security benefits, here's a rule that I didn't know, and maybe y'all didn't know. Once you start getting your Social Security benefits, I'm not talking about SSI or SSDI, I'm talking about Social Security retirement benefits. You can step back, as long as it's done within the first year. And when you step down, let's say that I was going to step down, say in December, I would have to give them all the money that I got from the first 6 months. I'd have to give them all that money back. And that's the rule. That's the rule. So I couldn't, and now I can't. Because I'm in my 12th month. Actually, I've hit the 12th month, and so I can't step down. I can't. Sorry, my earbud was about to fall out. So that's where I am. So I'm reminding myself on my birthday, I'm channeling the Boy Scout in me, because I was a Boy Scout. In fact, I was an Eagle Scout. So I can figure it out. I have to. I have to figure it out, because the alternative, actually, I'm not even going to talk about the alternative. So, anyway, I'm still blessed to be alive. Because there are a lot of people who didn't even get to their 62nd birthday, much less their 63rd. My brother and sister-in-law sent me birthday texts and called me, but I was in the morning mix, so I couldn't take the call. My housemate gave me some money for my birthday, even though I told him I didn't want anything. But that's just him. And so I told him I love him, and I appreciate that. And I haven't been on social media yet. And I don't know that I'll be on social media today, since it is my birthday. And I'm almost home. So let me wrap that up. So, yep, that's what I've been thinking about today. So even though it's not your birthday, just look at your plan. Look at the plan that you set up, whether it's a monthly plan, a quarterly plan, a semi-annual plan, or an annual plan, 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. whatever it is, look at it. Look at it. Look at it and make sure that you have caveats in case you roll up on a roadblock. Because just like the Amazing Race, there will be route information and roadblocks, and you have to figure it out. Otherwise, you'll be eliminated. As far as my diabetes journey, woke up this morning, my glucose, I'm still steady. It was at 144, so I'm under 150, which is what the diabetic educator said that they wanted me to get to. So now let's see if I can hold it under 150 for a couple of months. And if that's the case, they will take me off the insulin, but keep me on Ozempic and add something like metformin or something like that. And then we'll go forward with dropping the weight. Because my goal is to drop 40 pounds. I need to get to 200. And my A1C needs to come down to 6.4. And I think, based on the chart that I look at, which is just an estimate, because the only way that you will know the A1C number itself is a blood test. It says somewhat I'm between 9 and 10, somewhere around that. So that's good. And now I'm trying to stand still to wait to cross the street. People not using turn signals. They're on the car for a reason. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I was going to re-record it. I'm like, nah, I'm on a walk. Let me just get it done. Now I got to get home, take a shower, hydrate, and go up to the eyeglass place because my glasses keep falling down and they're supposed to be up here. Got to get them adjusted. And then talk to them about whoever did my lenses because they were wrong. Because when I need to read or something, I have to put them all the way up here. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. If you did anything on my Instagram or my Facebook page about my birthday, appreciate it. Love y'all. And happy birthday to me. Peace.